Hey everyone, this is Ben and welcome back to another video. This time around, I'm continuing my video of the animal kingdom. Since my previous video from a couple of weeks ago talked about echinoderms, I'm going to focus on another group of invertebrates, ones that have no legs at all. And the creatures that I'm going to talk to you about are annelids. Annelids are definitely one of the coolest looking invertebrates. With their amazing streamlined bodies and zero legs for movement, it does make them quite a cool, unique creature, one of the best among the entire group within the animal kingdom. And in this video, you will definitely see how cool these animals are. So sit back, relax, and take in the video as I dive you into the world of one of the most interesting invertebrates. And let's take this journey and witness how these animals look in the world of annelids. There are those who are wondering, what is an annelid? Annelids are invertebrates, animals without backbones, and they belong in the phylum Annelida. The word annelid translates to little ringed ones, after their wormless ring-like bodies. There are many kinds of annelids, and they include the earthworms and leeches. Annelids are one of the most adaptable group of invertebrates, and their habitats range from freshwater rivers to terrestrial forests. Unlike a lot of other animals, annelids are characterized by their boneless bodies and their worm-like shapes that enable them to slither along the ground in land-dwelling areas or even in the sea. Their ability to adapt to so many different environments makes annelids one of the most unique creatures in the animal kingdom. The earliest annelids originated 518 million years ago during the Cambrian period. In a time called the Paleozoic era, they were among the first and earliest creatures to live and swim in the seas. As the Paleozoic progressed, some species evolved traits that would enable them to become one of the first terrestrial animals ever to live on land. By the time the Mesozoic era rolled around, annelids evolved into their amazing and unique abundant life forms, and many of them diversified into many unique looking body shapes. By the time the Paleogene and Miocene rolled around during the Cenozoic, prehistoric annelids then began to continue their evolution, with the vast majority evolving into modern day species. Today's annelids are the living examples of how these creatures look so alike throughout the animal world. Annelids are characterized by so many different features, ones that make them vastly different from a lot of other animals. They lack complex eyes, as well as complex senses. And even though they have no legs, annelids use their worm-like bodies for getting around in their natural environment. They have a circulatory system that has the ability to breathe air, in spite of not having lungs. And even though annelids do not look like a lot of other land animals, they still adapt very well to their environment thanks to their worm-like bodies, making them very different in the animal kingdom. And now let's go over another interesting trait about annelids. And this time, we're going to talk about their habitats and their distribution around the world. Annelids are a unique group of invertebrates that can be found in two different habitats. Their range extends from the oceans to terrestrial environments. There are some species that love fresh water, while others love tropical marine environments. But there are even other annelid species that love terrestrial environments and like to live below the ground. This unique adaptation of adapting to different habitats makes annelids one of the most successful and unique group of animals. Annelids move around in a variation called an S-shaped curve. This enables them to slither around environments in the ocean as well as on land. Even though their movements are different from other animals, Annelids have one of the most distinguishing kinds of body movements that make them very different in the animal kingdom. Annelids feed on a wide variety of different diets depending on the species. While some are considered carnivorous and feed only on meat, other species of annelids are strictly vegetarian and feed only on a diet of plant matter. Aside from their varied diets, annelids are also known to be a keystone species. This means that they keep the balance of the ecosystem very healthy and intact. Their ability to feed on a wide variety of different foods and keep the balance very healthy makes annelids one of the most amazing and unique group of animals. Now let's talk about another amazing trait that annelids have. And this time, it will focus on their reproduction and their development. Annelids have two different methods of reproduction depending on the species. While some use asexual reproduction, others tend to reproduce sexually. No matter the different species, all annelids start out as eggs, which in turn develop into larvae. Over the course of the next few weeks, the larvae then develop more and more, and as the young annelids develop, they eventually reach full adulthood so that they can start the life cycle all over again. This process of reproduction and development makes annelids one of the most unique group of animals in the world. Annelids are in danger not just in the oceans that they live in, but also their terrestrial environments. The reason for that lies in the fact that some humans destroy their natural habitat for no apparent reason. Luckily, there's still a lot of conservation efforts that are allowing annelids to survive. By studying these amazing creatures, scientists can hope that these animals survive and have a very good future ahead of them. Well, that about wraps up this video that I talked about annelids. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you liked it, feel free to leave a like, share, comment, and or subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video when I talk about another group of invertebrates called cnidarians. I hope this video was worth watching, and I hope you really enjoyed it, and as always, until next time, I'll see y'all later. See ya.